I'm Kate from Service Dealer, and today we're asking, what's your biggest takeaway from 2021?
I think the biggest takeaway has been the effect of COVID on the supply chain as much as anything else. And also the upturn in all industries that we are working in, because I was looking at it in 2019 to 2020 thinking, this is going to be a good year. And actually the industry's sort of exploded. So I would say the surprise at how strong the demand has been, and also how effective we've been by the availability of product and services and transport.
Sales journey that happens online has increased during 2020 and 2021. As COVID, it has changed how we sell to people and how that whole interaction happens. So I think what it's really done for me is to say we've got to think about how we interact with our customers and our dealers, and that may not be in exactly the same way that we've done it in the past. So just because it worked in the past, it may not be what's going to work in the future.
I think for me it's been the shift driven by sustainability, the focus on carbon footprint reduction. There's a real seriousness around that area now, and I think it used to be a bit of a buzzword, but I think now a lot of our customers take it extremely seriously. It's now becoming a key driver in that purchasing process. So for me that's probably the biggest takeaway, is the dedicated focus now on people being much greener, using greener technologies.
For us, we've actually spent the most we've ever spent on R&D in the last 2 years, and what's been apparent is that a third of Toro's turnover has actually been on new and innovative product that we've come out in the last 18 to 24 months. So it's making sure that we're always bringing something new to the market.
So my biggest takeaway was really learning the resiliency of our dealers, learning the resiliency of the manufacturers to be able to bring in product and continue to service our customer base.
I think the simple answer to that is to live through 2022, I think, because 2021 was a very challenging year for everybody in more ways than most of us know, and it's going to lead to a lot more challenges in 2022.
I think it's been a really interesting year that a lot of people didn't know what this year was going to bring, and with COVID it's been very difficult, and I think a lot of people were thinking the worst. I think assuming that it was going to be, things were going to be at the worst was probably the biggest thing I take away. Don't assume anything, just look for the positives and everything.
The biggest take from 2021 is never underestimate heavy stock. I mean, without stock this year, stock is king. If you didn't have stock at the right times, it was a big problem. So we were kind of fortunate enough that we always have been stock heavy, and it was the year that it definitely had its benefits. So we're quite happy about that.